Alright, folks, buckle up, because Ford just dropped a truck so massive, it makes your ex's ego look small. The all-new 2025 Ford F-250 is here, and let's just say, this thing could tow your entire life problems away. Is it a beast? Is it overkill? Or is it exactly what we needed? Let's break it down, and trust me, you do not want to miss this. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines, and if you're driving an F-250, make sure you warn the neighborhood first, because this thing is a monster. Ford has finally unveiled the 2025 Ford F-250, and oh boy, this truck is packing more power than your uncle's conspiracy theories. But the real question is, do you actually need this much truck, or is Ford just flexing at this point? Let's dive in. Design, bigger, meaner, and probably parked across 3 spaces. Alright, let's talk about size. The new F-250 is so big, it comes with its own gravitational pull. It looks aggressive, muscular, and somehow even more intimidating than before. Ford has sharpened up the front grille, thrown in some angrier headlights, and made the body even more aerodynamic, which is funny, because aerodynamics don't matter when you're basically driving a tank. The wheels, gargantuan. The stance, dominating. The overall vibe, get out of my way. If you ever wanted a vehicle that says, I have a mortgage and a need for speed, this is it. Performance, can it tow your house? Absolutely. Now, let's get to the good stuff, the power under the hood. The 2025 F-250 comes with a 6.7L power-stroke diesel V8 that basically runs on the tiers of smaller trucks. A Godzilla 7.3L V8 that sounds like thunder and feels like an earthquake. A new hybrid option, because Ford is now letting you be both eco-friendly and a menace to society at the same time. And get this, it can tow up to 23,000 pounds. That's not a truck, that's a locomotive. If you've ever thought, hey, I wonder if I could tow an entire restaurant, Ford just answered your question with a big, fat yes. Technology, Ford went full Iron Man. Alright, here's where things get futuristic. The new F-250 has more tech than your smartphone and probably better Wi-Fi, too. Hands-free driving, sort of, yep, Ford's Blue Cruise is here, meaning you can let go of the wheel on highways and pretend you're in a sci-fi movie. But don't actually nap, this isn't Tesla. Massaging seats, because nothing says, hard-working truck, like getting a back rub while towing a yacht. 360-degree camera system, perfect for when you're trying to park this behemoth in a space clearly meant for a Prius. Ford Pro Power on board, your truck can now act as a generator, so next time there's a power outage, just fire up the F-250 and charge everything. Fuel economy, does it even matter? Let's be honest, you don't buy an F-250 because you care about gas prices. You buy it because you want to feel like a king on the road. But for those wondering, yes, it's still a thirsty beast. The hybrid version is supposed to help, but let's face it. If you're driving an F-250, your wallet is already crying at the pump, and you just don't care. Interior, more luxurious than some apartments. Step inside, and you'll forget this is a work truck. Ford has thrown in premium leather, a massive 15-inch touchscreen, and enough space to do yoga in the back seat. It's comfy, it's loaded with features, and yes, it still has a ridiculous amount of cup holders, because apparently, F-250 drivers stay hydrated. The price, how many kidneys do you need to sell? Okay, let's talk money. The 2025 Ford F-250 starts at around $50,000, but let's be real, nobody buys the base model. By the time you add all the cool options, you're looking at a price tag that could buy you a small island. But hey, can you really put a price on power? Final verdict, should you buy it? Alright, time for the big question, should you buy the 2025 Ford F-250? If you tow massive loads and need a reliable workhorse, yes. If you just want to look cool at Starbucks, also yes. If you live in a tiny city apartment and never leave the city, probably not. Bottom line, the F-250 is an absolute unit, and if you need a truck that can handle anything life throws at you, this is it. Fire subscribe to Biker's Choice for more insane vehicle content. Smash that like button, hit the bell icon, and let's talk trucks in the comments. Till next time, drive safe, drive big, and remember, if you can't park it, you probably shouldn't have bought it. Peace out.
Breaking news. Suzuki Mehran is back in 2025. But wait, did it get power windows or still needs a screwdriver to start? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those who still believe Suzuki Mehran was the best thing after sliced bread, welcome to Biker's Choice. Today we are talking about something that has shaken the entire automobile industry. A moment bigger than Elon Musk announcing a flying Tesla, bigger than the launch of a new iPhone, and even bigger than your uncle finally deciding to pay his loans. Yes, Suzuki Mehran is back in 2025. The Mehran comeback. Is it a dream or a prank? Suzuki thought, why should we let go of something that refused to die even after decades? So here we are in 2025, witnessing the return of the legendary Suzuki Mehran. But the real question is it still the same indestructible cockroach of a car? Or did Suzuki finally give it a facelift? What's new? Or is it just old wine in a new bottle? The car comes with cutting-edge technology. Wait for it, cup holders. Yes, you heard that right. After decades of Mehran owners struggling to place their chai somewhere without spilling it, Suzuki has finally solved this global crisis. But wait, does it finally have power steering? The answer is no. Suzuki believes in making us all bodybuilders. Engine upgrade or still powered by the tears of its owners. We all remember Mehran's legendary 800cc engine that had the power of a determined snail climbing a hill. Now the 2025 version comes with an 850cc engine. Suzuki engineers really went above and beyond by adding an extra 50 cc. What's next? A sunroof made of cellophane paper? Safety features. Do we finally get them? For years, Mehran drivers lived on pure luck. This time, Suzuki has made some huge safety improvements. The new model comes with a rear-view mirror that actually stays in place. Wow, revolutionary. Airbags? Nah, who needs those when you have unbreakable faith in a strong seatbelt that may or may not work? Interior, a luxury experience or same old hard plastic. Inside the car, you'll be greeted by premium hard plastic, now with an extra layer of shininess. The seats? Still as comfortable as sitting on a concrete bench. But here's the big reveal. It now has a digital meter. That's right, folks. Mehran has officially entered the 21st century. 24 years late, but hey, progress is progress. The price, affordable or another heart attack? Now let's talk about what really matters. The price. Suzuki Mehran 2025 starts at 15 lakh rupees. Gasp. Yes, the same car your dad bought for 2 lakh back in the day now costs more than your kidney on the black market. Final thoughts. Should you buy it? So should you buy the 2025 Mehran? If you want a car that refuses to die, has no unnecessary fancy features like power windows or airbags, and makes every drive feel like an adventure, then yes. Otherwise, well, you might want to consider a bicycle. At least that has better suspension. That's it for today's episode on Biker's Choice. What do you guys think about the new Mehran? Will it rule the roads again? Or is it just nostalgia playing with our emotions? Comment below and let's have some fun. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic automotive madness. See you in the next video, and remember, if it ain't broke, Suzuki will still find a way to sell it again.